Hold on. All right, hold on. Yeah, I had it perfect. Can y'all hear me okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. It shouldn't be, but I had to take the Bluetooth off. Okay. I'll make sure y'all can hear me. Hey, Magical Girl. Hey, Monet, what's up? Miss Shalene, who else just stepped in here? Let me see. I got Magical Girl, Miss Shalene. Mandisa, what's up, homie? Monet. Smooth Trucking, what's up? Jerome, what's up? Disney Princess, how's it going? Oh, I'm here in Tennessee again, Disney. V Griffith, what's up? Bowman, what's up, homie? That's Puffin Stuff. That's Danielle, y'all. Chicago BBW, what's up? Trucker Felicia, how you doing? Yeah, I was trying to hang out with my aunt. My fuzz is growing. I was trying to hang out with my aunt. She's in Franklin. I think it's Franklin. Yeah, and so I called her. I said, what you doing on Rose? Baby, these church people. She like, I don't know. I Rose in her late 70s. And she going on and on and on. Oh, you in OKC? Yeah. They got they got a sushi place down in OKC that's off the chain. Because I used to work for a little company there for a minute. And they had a sushi place, and I took the company vehicle over there, and it's good as hell. It was for Oklahoma. Sushi place was on hit. Very nice. You know I love sushi. I'm eating a seafood sub, so y'all gonna see me eat my little seafood sub with some, they were leftover chips. They gone now. I got some more chips. So then tomorrow, I gotta get up. I'm gonna get up and wash because I pick up a load in Laverne, Tennessee, and then I'm going to Florida. So I do that. Let me see if I can get y'all. I don't want y'all to. Trying to see if I can get y'all to where y'all can see me okay. That should be all right. Okay, you're my favorite state, Smooth. I'm hating you right now. One of my favorite states to drive is Oregon. What part? What part of Oregon? You from Disney Princess? You're from Oregon? I'm going to, I think it's Plant City, I think it is. I'm picking up from U.S. Cold, and then I'm going somewhere in Plant City. I don't know what I'm getting there. Florida is humid as hell. It's as bad as Arkansas to me. But I think that's good. I think where I'm going, it's got to be near Jacksonville. Okay, Magical Girl, I pretty much have gotten the smoke out. I have not done the Apple thing. I'm still going to do the Apple thing because I think it will help still. But I pretty much have gotten the smoke out. The only thing I got to do is I'm probably when I see Joe, I'm going to have him climb up there and wipe that wall down for me. And then I'll probably put the Apple on here while I'm off the truck in Arizona if I don't get back. But I need to get to a Walmart. I haven't been to a Walmart. I was supposed to get to one before I left, and then they want to talk to me in safety. So I haven't been to a Walmart. I was going to stop in Walmart today in Memphis, but they put a security warning for us, and I had a load, so I didn't want to stop because I didn't know how big of a deal it is if I stopped. I've stopped in Memphis before with no issues. Hell, I worked out of Memphis with Conway. Okay. All right, Jerome. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to be. Somewhere in Plant City. I don't know where I'm delivering to yet. I just know that's where I'm going. Nikki, what's up? Nikki C is in the house. Let's see, Magical Girl. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I just haven't, you know what? And I know I did check the truck stops because sometimes they'll have apples. I've seen oranges, bananas, and then an empty basket, which might have been apples. Who the hell knows? I just started it, Nikki. I ain't talking about nothing. We just shooting the shiznit. They had the load I was supposed to go to North Carolina. I wasn't gonna make that on time with all that stop and going they had me doing, because the last shuttle run I had, I picked up the load that was supposed to go to North Carolina. Well, by the time I got done with that shuttle run and the dumbass driving in the heavy rain, because trucks were hauling ass to me. We had in Arkansas, it rained damn near all of my shuttle run time, and I mean rained. And I guess because they had that little tropical storm going through, so they were getting kind of like the edges of that storm. And where I was running like in a loop in Arkansas to all the Tysons. And so this one trucker, I saw him pass me. I saw his dumbass pass. Them truckers were hauling 70 plus miles an hour. The roads were rainy. There was parts where it was heavy rain where you could barely see. Here I am, 45 to 55 miles an hour in my rain going down the road. You slow down in wet conditions. Why? Because you can hydroplane or you just slide. If the trailer goes, and I would see trailers slipping right and left because they flying so fast. Sure enough, I hit a point, mile marker 117 on the, is that on the 40? On the 40, I think it was. And sure enough, his ass was sitting right, came by in his long nose Peterbilt, sitting his ass right in the ditch because he's going too damn fast for the conditions. And all the traffic is stopped, and now he's in the middle of the damn, he's in the mud. They got to tow his ass out. Lucky he didn't flip the truck. My best friend is in West Palm Beach, Disney Princess. Her and her husband. He was straight, but I don't know how he spun in, but I just know that when we passed him, he had passed us, and he had to be hauling about 75, 80 on that. I couldn't believe him, like, and they were passing me. I'm like, and then me and my little convoy of cars and a couple of trucks, we just going out little 45 to 55 miles because it got so heavy, it was hard to see. And when it got heavy, I just put my hazards on and I just slowed it down a little bit. And I had a little convoy of trucks, and until we got to some clear area, then they all wanted, if they went around me, or a couple of them stayed with me, and one of them, he waved at me. And I was like, because we just took our time, and he saw me when we passed that truck that passed us. That guy, he had to be going 70, I'm going to say 70 to 80 miles an hour. He was flying. And sure enough, the truck was still straight. He was in the mud. It might have jackknifed him and thrown him into it, slid into it. He was straight, and then it was like kind of like this, kind of like, where the truck and the thing, and he was in the mud. So the only way he getting out, they're going to have to tow his ass out. Hey, thieves, how's my home state of Arizona? How's that 110 treating you? I'm going to be there in about a week and a half, like 2 weeks from now. Hey, stop. Yeah, I'm going home because I've been off the... Matter of fact, it was funny. The day I had to relay the load because I let my driver manager know. It's like, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get there on time. I said, with everything that happened and all the rain and everything else, I'm not going to get there on time. And he says, we're going to have to relay. I said, that's fine. I said, I'm just letting you know. Because if I do it, I said, I can knock out some miles on it. But I'm not going to get there until sometime mid-afternoon tomorrow or early evening, because by the time you do your sleeper berth. Hey, D, what's up? Okay, we'll talk about it. Give me a minute. I'll come back to it. Peace from hell, Arizona. Oh, everybody in the... Yeah, somebody hit me about the roach thing. She said she watched about 3 o'clock in the morning, was rolling so hard she got a headache. Let's see here. Okay, let me see. Give me a second. And Nikki, I'm doing good. Okay, Tampa. Oh, I've been keeping food on the truck after I got stuck a couple of places. Smooth trucking. Let's see. Give me a second, y'all. Let me just make sure I ain't missing no questions. Okay. Got a lot of super truckers. I know that's right. Hey, Linda. These, you had me rolling with that comment. You did have me rolling with the comment about the roaches. Rochelle, what's up? What was I gonna say? So anyway, I had to do a relay, and sure enough, I relayed with one of the guys from my orientation class. He actually is a rehire. He worked here before. So he's a rehire, and we were under the same driver manager. And I didn't even know it was him. And my driver told me, said, when we talked to our manager, let him know. And he said, girl, this worked out for me because he wanted to go home. So the load that I had takes him right home. So I was like, perfect. And then I got this trailer, so I just got to put some fuel into this stuff. Had I known I was going to be this close in Nashville, I would have probably got a lift and gonna have me some sushi tonight. But I bought a sub on the way in. And I like their seafood subs when I can find them. Hey, Jennifer. Thank you, Magical Girl. Oh, let me do that. Yeah, Magical Girl reminds me. Thank you for reminding me. Nikki J, what's up? We're going to be talking here later tonight, homie. I got to listen to everything, but I'll be talking to you. Actually, I'm going to use your conversation. And then I got another question that came up about trucking companies closing. So, first, let me do this. For those of you who are new to the channel, if you watch it now, later, in the future, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Even if you don't like it, in the words of my homegirl, D-Boy Stance, give it a thumbs up because somebody else might. And then go ahead and share that out and let them know that we on here. We try to keep it real, have a little bit of fun, but also keep it real. Judy Drone, good day. Hey, Flossie, what's up? Flossie, I'm going to be in Phoenix. I'm going to be hanging with my homie on here, Nikki. Are you back in Phoenix, you and your partner? Let me know when y'all back in Phoenix. I'll be in Phoenix August 1st through probably like the 6th or the 7th. I'm doing good today. I really, so far, I'm liking them. Like I said, only issue I have is my truck don't have a refrigerator, and I'm going to work that out in my own way. And I don't have an APU, but that doesn't cut off like the old Swift trucks did with that little idle thing, which I have not gotten a new student, and I'm okay with that. I think maybe they knew I needed a mental health break after having Nutty Box. Y'all be back, Flossie. I'm going to be in, and maybe me, you, Nikki, your partner, and maybe Mr. Joe, we all go out somewhere and do some dinner. We're going to be hooking up. Well, I'm hooking up with Nikki several times because I'm going to be doing some interviews with Nikki. I might do some interviews with y'all, especially your teammate, since they're a long-term female trucker as well. And I wouldn't mind interviewing them as well. So yeah, I'll be dealing with Nikki. Nikki's right there on that west side too. So I'll be hooking up with all y'all, and me and Nikki are gonna be doing a series of videos over time. I'll be definitely checking back in with me and Nikki. Got a lot to do. Yeah, after the crazy dude, I need a mental health break. They might know that because he tops. You know, if y'all can go back and see my student, I had some crazy students with Swift. My student stories. But I thought the weirdest one I was going to have was a guy talking in voices in the front seat. And this dude topped him because he was so just. And the weird part was he reminded me, I told him that. See, again, people don't understand when I talk, sometimes you need to read between the lines. He reminded me of my father. I said, oh, you remind me of my father. One of them ninjas that want to do, I'm going to do what I want to do. Even if it's to cut my nose off and spite my face. And even if I kill 5 million people, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. Ignorant. Hold on, y'all. Ignorant. Y'all gonna watch me eat my sandwich. Oh, shoot. That pop. Y'all don't know what that is? If it sits too long, it's pineapple. I like pineapple. And it pops because it gets gas in there. It's okay. I got it last night. I forgot I had it. Totally forgot I had it. You know, like I told him, I said, I don't care. I said, I eat stuff sometimes too. I said, but you can't eat that crap. Like you can't eat this fruit while you're driving and diabetic. You be straight sleep. I said, there's stuff I can't do. That's why I forgot I had it. And I like pineapple. Well, I heard that the baby got 75 years. Is something different from him? And I'm gonna come back to the ask about the why I think all the trucking companies are starting to close. It's a mindset, and you know, like I said, part of me, my heart, because I have family who are felons. I got some friends on here that I have that have just, you did some stupid shit when you was young. God forgive me for putting it that way. And now you're trying to put your life back on track. I believe everybody gets second, third. Jesus gives us 199,000 chances, unlimited chances in our life and what we do. So I believe people do get a second chance, especially if they're sincere about what they're doing. But you get people who are very set in their ways, and they want to stay in their, what I call their shiznit. They want to stay in their crap, like my father. And they want to keep doing what they're doing, but it's kind of like, you want to keep doing the same thing you're doing and expect a different outcome. It doesn't work. So I'm expecting I can go to eat sugar and I can drive a truck and stay awake. It doesn't work. I can, not have the diabetes get worse and worse and worse. It doesn't work. You can probably have sugar, but you're going to have to manage it. But if you eating it like like a crack fiend, a crackhead, then you have your results. It's just like the baby that, I need your help, man. I need your help, Michelle. I need your help. And when I come to the fact, and the bunk only wants you to be on the phone for an hour, that's not going to work for me. Are you for real? Are you for real? You can be on the phone on your breaks. You can be on the phone when we're at the shipper. But I'm telling you, you got to use your phone an hour. You can only use your phone an hour and then put it up. And that's going to stop you from getting on this truck, but you don't know how to back. And you need my help. Your last trainer kicked your ass off the truck. You need my help. I'm sitting here willing to curve for you. I don't even like smokers. I'm going to work with you to try to help you. And you're going to tell me that Ninja, please, get your ass on. I'm sorry. It's just insanity. It's just the thought process is beyond scope. I'm like, are you for real? Are you really for real? Real quick, I want to hit the topic that, who brought that up? I forgot who brought it up. But anyway, hey, Joyce. Right? See, you know what I'm saying. But I want to hit the topic about the trucking companies. So you got a lot of trucking companies right now that are closing their doors. But a lot of them are small companies. They're not really big companies, but you also do have some medium to big companies that are merging. Like the company I'm with right now is about what you would consider a medium-sized company. They've got about 900 trucks in their fleet. They're not like a Swift. They're not like a Werner, a Covenant, a CR England. So they don't have they're a medium-sized company. But then you have small companies, similar to what I was working for that guy in Lubbock. His company had, I think, right around 100 trucks. Okay? So when you have that, the issue is, I really believe, and me and Nikki are going to probably talk about, Nikki J, we're going to talk about this a little bit more, just from her experience of being a lease purchase under her own authority, managing her own business. We're going to talk about the expenses. And what I really think happens, and Nikki's on here, so she could probably chime in chat. I think a lot that what happens is mismanagement of funds. I also think that another thing that happens is understanding the expenses of what you're getting into. Truck maintenance is expensive. Maintaining, fixing it, over the road issues. Nikki told me about a lost load, which we'll talk about, that she had, that where the load went bad because her reefer told her one temp, but when they went in there, it was a whole nother temp. So they declined the whole load. Her insurance had to kick in. She had to come out of pocket. When you have these smaller businesses, they're not running in the funds of the big boys. And so what ends up happening is their fuel costs are high. The maintenance of the trucking is high. Maintenance of the trucks, possibly trailers, is high. You got your tire maintenance. I mean, there's a plethora, not including the insurance costs, all the licensures that are required, any permits that are required, tolls. I mean, there's a plethora of expenses when you get into this industry. And just listening to her on what you're doing, trying to manage that is very critical. It's very critical how you manage it. It's critical. And I believe that sometimes you get people out here, they jump in and you got the people on top that want to make a certain amount of money. And sometimes you get owners who are trying to floss. And, who was it? His name was, he goes under a different name, but JC-elect, Jose. He was going on JC-elect. Jose told a story of he was working for a private person who had problems paying him. And the guy was out gambling and stuff. So, again, you get these people, and if you don't understand the concept of business, managing your money, paying employees, having the money you need to maintain your equipment, unfortunately, it's going to bite you in the butt. Not to mention now all of the rules and regulations that are out here. And you've got to get drivers who fall in tow with that. Because if you got a driver who's not falling in line and it starts affecting your CSA scores, you can look at fines from the, hey Shay, you can look at fines from the company or from the government. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that are come in play. You could even possibly lose your capability to actually run your business if you're doing stuff that's real over the top. So, unfortunately, I think it's gotten expensive for people. I think it's expensive to stay in business. I also think that some of these companies that might be, as Daniel calls it, renegading and making their money, if they can't renegade and they have to now stay under the electronic log DOT rules, they might not be able to make the money depending on whatever agreements they have the way they initially thought. You also have to have a really good setup. Like the guy in Lubbock, like I said, his setup is genius. What this guy did is he's his own little trucking company. He's partnered up in a sort of sense or contracted himself to a company called Yano. Yano runs the freight for what was United grocery chain. Well, United has now been purchased by Albertsons, so that's even more money coming in now. So Albertsons, Safeway, United, Market Street, all those are the same. Well, Yano is still the major distribution center there in Lubbock. This guy, if Yano doesn't have drivers, this guy's picking up the slack. So he subcontracts with them. And the smarter part is he does have his own trailers, but he also can use Yano trailers. And then he also gets kickbacks because he runs the Tyson loads for Tyson, plus he runs them for Yano. So he's getting money that way. Then he backhauls produce in from wherever you go. So if you're in California, Florida, wherever, because he usually only runs the I-40 corridor, I-10, and he goes pretty much from Lubbock to usually Cali, sometimes into Arizona, back to Lubbock. Lubbock up into Wisconsin at certain times of the year, back down to Lubbock. Lubbock to, where else did I go? Indiana, and we went up to Washington State, got some stuff from there, come back down into Lubbock. And he did tell me he goes sometimes into Florida at certain times of the year. And in the winter months, he don't jack with the 70, he don't jack with the 80, he don't jack with the East Coast. Why? Because if your truck gets stuck, you're more likely for accidents because of the time of the year. I mean, it's genius. He's making his money from and if you've got to run it. And like I said, I picked up from just understanding what I was doing that the way he's set up is actually very intelligent. He's going to have not as much maintenance on his equipment because he does have some of his own reefers, but he's using Yano's reefers. It's their maintenance issues, not his. All he does is use it, haul the produce under his truck. And it's just like people who have a dedicated for Walmart and they're parked there, like CR England, Swift. They all have different maybe Walmart facilities they parked on, and they haul Walmart freight using Walmart trailers. Well, the only thing that Swift or Werner or CR England or whoever has to maintain is their tractors. Now, tractors are more expensive of the two, but it's genius. So you can find you kind of a gig like that if you decide to become like a fleet manager or something like that. Hey, Cat Eyes, then that might work for you. But I believe that a lot of companies, they just trying to. It's almost like becoming a driver out here. You can come out here and make $45,000 a year. Me and Nikki were talking about this today. Or you can position yourself to try to make more. Because she brings tanker fuel. I'm going to probably talk to her. Because I am starting to think about the tanker. Because me and Nikki were talking about what tanker pays. Tanker pays, I think she researched somewhere in the 70s up. So you can make good money that. You can make good money LTL. Oh, she brings you on there. I just mentioned you. Nikki J. Hit her up. That's who you want to hit up. Nikki J is talking about tankers, so you might be able to hit each other up, and I might have some questions on that too. But that brings in, you're looking at 70 plus a year. So granted, you got a little more risk, but for me, I'm thinking if I could get somewhere, I'm hauling diesel. Diesel is less to explode than gas. Gas will blow up, but diesel, you're not saying you can't catch on fire with diesel, but it's just different. Where gas, man, one bad move, you get a spark, and that's your ass. But that's what I originally was in trucking school. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. And then I've gained all the weight. So now I'm like, well, I was already fat, but I've gained like 100 plus pounds coming back in it since I've been in trucking. And that actually is something I'm considering. I'm considering it because, like I said, I don't want to climb up on nothing. But I don't know, with tanker, I don't think you have to climb up. I think everything is just hoses from the bottom, from what I get. And if I did my home state of Arizona or anywhere, they have, everything is right there in the area in which the west side. Yeah, see, that's me. Nikki was looking at that right now. She's getting all her endorsements, Nikki J. And she just passed one. So congrats. She's got to do the other ones here. Yeah, I don't want to climb shit. It's just them hoses I was concerned with. But then I said to myself, I get out of here and climb in and out, hooking up trailers. So, and I think with that, you just under that one tanker for the day, right? Let me know. But yeah, I think that's why. I think a lot of the companies, they're not managed well. And I think that's what happens. Yeah, you as with any part of trucking, like with van, you got dry van, you got reefer, you got hazmat you can do in van. Hey Erica, hey Jaden. If I didn't say hi to anybody, it's because I'm thinking and talking. But hello to everybody. You got different ones, different types, and then in tanker you can be food grade, fuel. I was talking to Nikki the other day when I was at a Tyson. They had the nitrogen, to make it cold. He was there in the back with his little mask. He didn't. I thought with nitrogen you should have had a mask, but all he had was like a shield, and he had some gloves because you could see the freezing stuff going on. And he was back there hooking up stuff. I guess feeling some kind of. He was feeling some kind of tank there at the Tyson I was at, and I guess for their frozen stuff. Because you can see the ice on the out. It was nitrogen something. But that was tank too. It was tanker. It was a tank. It was a type of tank. And I know I was telling Nikki that we have a couple different places that have tank stuff, even in Tempe, Arizona. So it's something that I'm starting to reconsider because money is good. And like I told her, I said in 10 years, you bring in the right kind of income, invest that income right, pay off your house, you'll be retired. Me, I just want to buy some land, put me a tiny house on it. And I want an RV where I can travel around. That's what I want. That might be my next move, though. It's really an RV. Because I can live on it and put it anywhere I want. Like if I wanted to just go and stay in, I love Tennessee area. And not that I want to live near my aunt. I'm not a big family person when it comes to, I don't like living near family. I'm good. I'm good. It's just when you're around family, it's usually a lot of damn drama. You be like sitting there going, y'all got a lot of drama. Man, I can't. They be like, they seem like, because they call me Doll, right? That is my legal middle name. Doll, we ain't seen you in forever. Look, wait for y'all. Did somebody die? And that's usually when they see me at a funeral. If ain't nobody dead, you might not see me. God forgive me, and I ain't wishing nobody to die, but I'm sorry. If ain't nobody dead, you ain't gonna see the kid. The kid is good. I'm so cool on it. Shay, you have no idea. Especially on my father's side, them ninjas, they woo. Nikki, you have no idea. Well, no, Nikki, you understand. You understand what I mean by that. No, I'm so cool on it. And I know there's some people that they love their family and they will put up with a whole bunch of hood ninja stuff. I'm just not the one. Danielle, we could really talk on this because I really believe it would be good. There are some women-owned companies, but even like African-American owned companies. I had an uncle who had a dump truck business and he did quite well out of Columbus, Ohio. He had a nice crib. Uncle Merville, he did good for a while too. He was married to my grandfather's sister. And he did good for a while. But yeah, I'm so cool. Okay, y'all, this is my crap right here. Y'all don't know about this. Tahini is your friend. I like tahini on salad. I like tahini. Tahini is your friend. Okay, I want to tell y'all my chair is kind of possessed. So when I sit in the chair in the front, if I push the bottom red brakes, my chair lowers to the floor. Once everything airs up, my chair just auto raises itself, and then I have to keep adjusting it. I don't know what they did. Something ain't right, but it's okay. It's like it's possessed. It's like it's very weird. So right now, when I get up out the chair, it lowers itself to the floor. Okay, yeah, see, my kind of person. And they have the one that's less saline. That's good. It's still good. I usually try to get that one if they have it. That one's not it. Smooth. Oh my God. Okay, we see that's a quote of mine right there. My father uses the words, feed him with a long handled spoon. And he one of them ninjas that you need to feed with a long handled spoon. Crazy. It's mainly his family that's crazy. Magical girl. You like nobody was Medusa, what you say? Hi, Medusa, what's up? Okay, Rookie, yep. Box trucking. Hold on. D, give me what your box trucking question is. Let me see if I can find it. Y'all, hold on. D asked a question about box trucks. I'm not seeing the box truck question, D. I'm scrolling back. Shay, you want to get out the truck and into an office? Have you ever done customer service? Let me know. If you do, I can explain how to do it. D, if you're still here, put up your question about the box truck. Hey, Larry Smith. Where are you at in the country? What's your 20? I'm just outside of, I'm in the Nashville area. And, what city is this? Antioch. Pineapple good. Homie, I'm on my way to Florida. I got a load I'm picking up tomorrow, and I'm heading to Florida. What part? Think I'm going to Plant City? This is the second time I've been to Florida. And I usually only get as far as the Jacksonville area. I don't go no further. What she said, your 4-leg girl. Be safe, got to my 4-legged girl out. Oh. Okay, you have 4 stops. Okay. I would better to get a 24 to 26 foot box truck and go on my own. Okay. D, I'm going to tell you, I don't know anything about box trucks. I think it's going to depend on what you want to do with it. However, there was, and I don't know if it's on YouTube, there was a story, and I think he's in New York, somewhere on the East Coast. He got in a trucking, and his was box trucks. I think they're refrigerated. And he did stuff with delivery of food. Hey, NR, what's up? I wish I was coming down to West Palm Beach, too. My best friend is down there. I haven't seen her since we buried her daddy back when we were both 18 years old, and we both 51 now. We talk almost every day or every other day, if not weekly. We were on the phone usually every day or every other day. But she and her husband are down there since they got out the military. They're both vets, and her daughter. And I have not seen her. She didn't know me. I was like I was a quarter, maybe less than a quarter of this size now. So she ain't see. She know I'm fat as hell, but she ain't seen me since then. Well, D is probably gonna. Shay just chimed in here. I'm just going to tell you to do your research. I can't give you a lot of information. Nikki might be able to give you some information. Nikki J, I don't know if she knows anything about the box trucks. What I would tell you is go into the Trucker 411, put your questions out there. I do know that, what is that child's name? We haven't talked in a while. DCI Jams, Michael Brady, who's on the 411, he's one of the admins. He did research box trucks. He researched, and you might be able to ask him some questions on cost and what, he's a businessman. So he might tell you why if he decides to go in his own trucking business, why he chose what route and whether part of the cost was it. I can't give you much on box trucks. Like I said, Nikki J is on here. You can see if Nikki knows anything about the box trucks. Personally, I would think it's cheaper. I don't know about the fuel. I'm presuming fuel's good, especially if it's diesel. And if you're using them not for really over the road, but using them as like local stuff, and you can contract yourself, you probably could do quite well. You got, oh yeah, you're gonna be right up there. If you in the Jacksonville area, you're gonna be right there near, because that's the last time I was there. I went by, I think, somewhere near the Orlando area, because I think that Jacksonville, Orlando, they're right next to each other. All that's right there. It's all right next to each other. But D, I can't, and I don't want to give you wrong information. So what I'm always gonna say is research. Again, reach out. Nikki J is on here. You can ask the questions in chat. And then see if hey, Royal Cash, what's up? And then go to the Trucker 411 on Facebook, and you can contact Michael Brady. Let him know I told you. Say Trucker Doll told me to ask you some questions. I know Michael researched box trucks. I know he researched regular semis like what we drive right now. I know he researched the 53-foot trailers. And he probably can give you a better breakdown on why he's going the route he's going, and if there's money to be made in it. I'm going to presume if you can get you the right gig, you can make money in it. Local in Canada? Oh, hell, Canada. Canada would be, I love Canada. I've only been to BC, but Canada is gorgeous. For me, my probably, because I'm a reefer fan, and probably the only other thing I would do is probably if I did do tanker like me and Nikki were talking about earlier. I personally, if I could get a box truck that handled cold food and then dealt with specialty companies, so some of your gourmet restaurants, kind of like what Cisco does. So like Cisco and those companies, and so you may want to research that, because remember Cisco, U.S. Foods, a lot of those companies are small companies that deliver to restaurants, some of your convenience stores, but you have some restaurants that, they want more specialty. Maybe you make yourself specialize in organic produce, gourmet produce for a lot of these restaurants. This high-end restaurant or this kind of trendy restaurant thing is in right now. So you could maybe do that. I mean, you're really going to have to see. And then I know like in a New York, a New York East Coast, where the big trucks really can't go and they need those box trucks, you could probably make hand over fist. Because the one I remember was a guy talking about getting into trucking, and what he ended up doing was he started with one truck, then went to another box truck, and all refrigerated, and delivers food all around the East Coast in the area he's in. And I can't remember, they did like a, where did I see? I think it was on YouTube. It was on YouTube, or I saw an article, or I saw it on TV. I can't remember. And it was, I think he was Hispanic. And he did quite well. He talked about how he grew up very poor, and then it just went into how he ended up basically owning his own trucking company, and how he's grown from like the little one truck he started to, I forgot, a ton of trucks right now. And they're all the little box trucks. He doesn't have big trucks. And I think they were all refrigerated. I don't remember any dry trucks. But again, when you get that, you're going to have people unloading. It's a lot of, when you get into local, it is, me and Nikki were talking about local usually is a lot of physical labor. So it's going to be a lot more physical labor intensive. So that's why I said right now, I know I'm getting older. Like I said, I'm going to stick with these guys probably about 6 months to a year. I've got some financial stuff, and then I'm trying to decide if I'm going back home to Arizona to deal with some stuff and move my license back there. Arizona has not been where I don't want to really retire there. And if I did retire there, I want to retire up in the mountains. So I just have to see. Oh, Larry Smith is chiming in too. Yeah, Larry did some local stuff too. You did local trash stuff. Oh, and Magical Girl's chiming in on it too. Yeah, so I'm just thinking, I'm thinking off the side of my brain, but what I always do, what here's what I'm going to suggest, and this is just some old business knowledge. Um, Anytime you're going to do a business, write down what your business idea is, write down what you want to achieve, write down what you want to make, and then write down your long-term goals for the business and your short-term goals for it. And then research whether it's going to net you what you want to do. And so you're going to have to look at, put your categories down: good, bad, and ugly. I mean, that's really, because really what you're dealing with is the good, bad, and the ugly. Because you have the good part, obviously, is making money and it does well and the business does good. But on the bad days, what happens when the truck breaks down and you got $15,000 payment to, the engine blows or something bad happens. So there's a whole bunch. Nikki just said it. Full business plan. A full business plan and a budget. And Monet's telling you guys about a crash on 105, Sierra, England. Okay, Shay, Nikki, and Larry Smith can talk to you guys about trash. They've all done different kind of trash stuff locally, and they can answer those questions. And Nikki did the big containers. I think, if I remember correctly, Larry Smith was, and Larry Smith is a woman. Larry Smith did the regular, I think, trash containers. Shut the front door, Monet. She said the trainer was in the bunk and the dude is throwing bottles out the window. I'm done for the day. Oh, that's a good idea too, right there, D. You see where it says, where Shay is saying, go to your local workforce center for free business plans. And also, don't forget, if you're a minority, and by the name, I have a feeling you're a minority. It sounds like maybe African. Also, look at your minority businesses. Better Business Bureau is a good one too. Okay, Larry did roll off and trash compactor, so she can answer questions on that. Better Business Bureau, any of your minority businesses, if you're a minority, if you're a woman, you got the women business also that'll help you. And they really are close. Usually in most states they're very close knit, especially for the females. Oh, Nikki, that's a good idea. Amazon brokerage. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because you can do that. That's actually not a bad idea, is getting box trucks and delivering Amazon freight. That ain't a bad idea at all. I don't know nothing about a good trash. Oh, I take that back. I know Republic is one. There was another one. If you're just doing if you're doing a regular trash man. Okay, that's Larry Smith just gave you Glassdoor for info on the company. Okay. Okay, y'all, D, you in the right place, because the people is coming in. You got Royal Cash. He's a brother. He's telling you Department of Labor have a lot of programs to get you a male-dominant careers. Okay, come on, y'all. Come on with it. Okay, North Carolina is building a large facility if you're in the area. In Garner, North Carolina. I don't know where you at, but you can let them know. Yeah, Amazon would be good because you got. I mean, there's everybody named Mother using Amazon. I'm an Amazon Prime member right now. When I get off of here, I'm gonna be watching. I gotta listen to Nikki stuff. Some of y'all. So I've had a couple people hit me up with questions. I'm gonna try to work on that tonight. I got some stuff to listen to for Nikki, and me and Nikki got to talk tonight. I noticed somebody hit me up looking for a trucking school that paid you while you were going to trucking school. And the only company that I've heard may do that, and I don't know all the details, that girl who is on the Trucker 411, you guys go over there and ask her. She works for a company called, it's pronounced Rail, but it looks like it's spelled Roll, Roehl. So, Jennifer, that was you. Okay, I did get it. I haven't had a chance to read through it. I did a brief overview because I have been busy. But tonight I got a little time, so I'm going to go in there and look at it. But she mentioned one of the girls who was on here that follows her name, and I made her admin and I think Nikki J, I'm going to be making you an admin too, so if you ever want to post anything. I made her, and I'm probably do the same for Danielle as well. We'll talk about what that means later. But it's that girl, and I got to remember her real name right now. I'm tired. But she works for Roehl. She went through their school, and I thought she told me they paid her while she was in school. And she just finished off her trainer truck. They gave her a brand spanking new Freightliner. Like 17 miles on the truck. Brand spanking new. Beautiful Freightliner. Gorgeous. And granted, she's in the shop because something happened with the AC, but that's new trucks. Same question, Jerome, is Roehl. I don't know if they're in your area. You can check them. That's the only company I know that pays you while you're in school. Y'all also can check into Prime. I'm not sure how Prime works. You can reach out to D-Boy Stance. She is here on YouTube, but she's also on the Trucker 411. And you can reach out to her as well. But you can look up D-Boy Stance, her videos, and then go and tell her that I told you to go over there and check her out. She can answer questions on it. I know of no other company that I know of that pays you while you're in school, other than they'll pay for your hotel stay if you have to go to a location and stay. So like the company I'm at, they put them up in a hotel for a minute. I think they got some folks living up in that damn hotel working for this company. Well, they got some who on workman's comp living there because they are able to do what they call they're able to do light labor, so they're working inside the building. Yeah, and if I know anything else, also you can hit Heidi Hard up, but I don't know that it's going to be where they pay you. It's going to be more like free trucking schools. And my thing is, if you can't go through, and there's a program, you can go to your employment centers in your state and see if they have any grants. There are grants that will pay for you to go to a regular trucking school. If that grant doesn't cover you and you don't want to come out of pocket any money, then your other option is do like these people do here. To me, this company is really bad. It's only 2 weeks long. Swift was 3 weeks long. I don't know what night is. But that's not a lot of time. That's not a lot of time. And you basically are, you're going to be learning on the fly and learning on your mentor. So you can go that way. You mean like Nikki? I think Nikki was CRE. Nikki J is CR England. Did quite well. I mean, it's just you can take it and run with that ball. There you go. Larry Smith said local social services is one. Yes, there it is, Smooth. It's WIOA grant. It's program. It's a grant. That's the one that I'm aware of. And that actually, I went to school with a lot of guys that had their trucking school paid for that way. It paid for their and my like I said, our class was around 10 grand. It paid for the entire thing back then. I don't know what the grant is now. Sorry, y'all, my back itches. Yep. If you can do the grant, do the grant. If you can't do the grant, then go ahead and go work for a company. Because I'm still paying. I still got to pay on mine. Go ahead and work for a company. And don't get me wrong, you could actually still do financial aid. And a lot of these companies, if you go work for them for a year, they'll pay it off. They'll pay off. That's what DCI Jams right now. He did a year at Werner to get his financial aid paid off for his trucking school. And that's what he did. You are going to have to do it 6 months to a year at the company. You might hate them just to get it paid off. What you got to do. It is what it TI is. Mm-hmm. Pineapple is very juicy. You still should be able to go online. Magical girl. You down here in the southern area. Me and Danielle was talking about that. There's some laziness in the southern area. Y'all, let me share this with y'all. It irks me because I want to go in there and slap the crap out of them. Like Arkansas, some of the folks is lazy. Mississippi, Alabama, here in Tennessee. For example, I stopped just to get this sub. Okay. Yeah, one girl, they were slow as hell. You know your register don't have but one in the one. I did part-time retail. There was a time I worked in the movie theater just to see movies for free. Granted, I've been working corporate America all my life, and I had it was like part-time thing, just something I want to do because I'm kind of weird. I worked part-time for Borders Books and Music because I like books and music, and I used to get a whole bunch of stuff free. All my check pretty much went to that, and I got discounts, right? You have a drawer, and the drawer has segments. You have a $20 segment, $10 segment, $5 segment, $1 segment, quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies. Okay? I'm sorry. If your stack is this big, then you know you got ones. But if your stack is like this, then you know you need to get some ones. How in the hell do you get down to where you only have one in the drawer? And ain't nobody filled up the drawer. So now I gotta wait for you to go back and get. It's insanity. It irks me. It irks me. Erica, I don't know if it's been entitled behavior. I think it's a lack of work ethic. I think that it's something, and I see it more in our culture. Don't get me wrong. The two young ladies that helped me at this TA were both Anglo or Caucasian, however you want to use it. I think it's a learned behavior. I think, especially with the newer generation now, and forgive me for those of you guys who are young who do have work ethic, but it's a sense of, I think mommy and daddy did so much for your asses, and they didn't teach you work ethic. And I think we in America, like I said, I think some things are going to happen here in the near future, and everybody's going to get their effing feelings hurt, because all of a sudden you're going to have to realize you're going to get off your ass and start doing some stuff. Right now, I just listened to stuff about our finances, government-wise. We're in trouble financially. And they're going to do something and, do some creative craziness that's going to bite us in the ass years later. But I just think work ethic has not been taught. It's just like that kid, I need your help, Miss Shannon. I need your help, Miss Shannon. But your cell phone is so damn important that you're not willing to put that aside for 100 hours so you can get the help you need. Now, if you want to go back and then be on your cell phone and do all your shenanigans, cool. But, get the help you need when the help is offered. But it's more important because that's your priority. So is your priority to be here and make money, or is your priority your cell phone? It's the same thing. I'm going to do this job to get this little check, but I'm just going to barely lift my feet. Some of the stuff they do, like, I went to one place, which one, the TA in Arkansas, and these ninjas, she back there behind the register eating and trying to serve me. What you need? What you need? Or the ones that be on the register and they got the cell phone up there punching, they ain't paying no attention to you. Oh, okay, well, we got something else you needed? I say I can have a business because I probably wouldn't have nobody working for me because I would hurt their feelings. Like if I see your cell phone out while you up there, but you cell phones at lunch. Matter of fact, your cell phone need to be. See, and I'm old school because I came up when there was no cell phone. I came up when if there was an emergency, they had your supervisor's number, and somebody called and said, grandma had a stroke. They didn't call 5 different times to ask how to pop some damn popcorn and some dumb shit, and call that an emergency. And you now it's as if, oh well, they need to get in contact. Why? It's gone beyond scope. Some of the stupid shit I've seen, and that's the only word I can put it. God forgive me, just straight ignorant, stupid shit. So I have a problem. I do, and like I said, I come from before cell phones. I come from back when there was a pager, or even pagers wasn't out until later on. Back when when your cell phone was going walking your ass to a payphone in case of emergency, there was no contact. And now, you gotta have your 3-year-old with cell phones. It's insanity. It's insanity. And now they're basically, we're training the kids that way. And I'm not saying you utilize a cell phone right now, but we training the kids right now. That's their entertainment. It's everything from 3 years old. We give them a cell phone. They can play games. They can watch videos. And mommy's having her conversation with her girlfriend and not paying you no mind nor teaching you any manners. So then you grow up to be a 13, 14-year-old teenager, 15-year-old, 20-year-old, whatever, up here working at these companies, and you gonna go in here and be on your cell phone and not give a damn about your job. You think that it's part that you are. I can't. She's like, yeah. Look, Medusa said, call it what it is, and stop freaking tripping. Is lazy and spoiled. MF nowadays lazy and have zero discipline and zero respect. Call it what it is, baby lazy. As ooh wee, ooh. Don't go there, Medusa. You gonna open up a door? Don't do it. They have. And granted, I mean, we're using this as a tool. I think it is a neat thing to have, but I think you need to have understanding that it's a tool and not life. If this becomes your life, there's a problem. I mean, out here I get bored, so I come in here and I chat with y'all and laugh and we shoot the shiz, but in reality, I still have to get out this truck and be human. And if this is my only reality, there's a problem. I still need to interact with humans. I got to interact with Joe. I got to interact with Grumpy, even though he's a butthole. I interact with Danielle. As I meet people, I met Monet. And along the journey, I'll meet probably some of the rest of y'all. And you interact, and you have to have that human element. But if this virtual world is it for you, you sitting at home playing video games all day, like that genius that was on my truck, the crazy. He told me, he says, I used to be an Atari kid, or PlayStation Atari kid. Meaning all he did, this is probably one of his first jobs. He told me all he did was sit back, smoke weed, snort coke, and play video games all day. That's all he did. So, you have to. Folks, is weird. It just, and it is. It's a privilege thing. It's a non-parenting thing. And it stems from a lot. It really, we lost parents. We did. We lost it. The parenting thing went right out the freaking window. Anyway, y'all, we are at an hour. I'm going to jump off of here. If there's any other questions, I'll go back and look at them. Anybody who send me emails, I'll respond. Any questions? If you want to know about Prime, hit D-Boy Stance up. If you have questions about Roll, hit that girl up on the 411 Trucker channel. D-Boy Stance does have her own YouTube channel, so you can hit her there and just tell her I told you to talk to her. Or you can hit her up on the Facebook. Oh, and I just call her D. I'm trying to remember what her name is on Facebook. But anyway, you can hit her up on Facebook. You'll know her. You know her. Anyway, y'all know what I do. 2 and 2, be blessed. Peace out. Get a good night's sleep. I'm going to finish off my sandwich. Nikki, I'll be calling you a little bit later. I'm going to go in here and listen to these emails and read the emails, and then we'll talk. Peace.